All right, so who's that?
Cyclops.
Okay, who's this one?
Mike from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, okay. Platte Forum wants to challenge the idea how people think about the role of art in society and how it might facilitate change. Let's take a closer look.
Wow, it's so obvious. We need to start a residency program for artists and have the artists be the catalyst for connecting with the community and with youth.
We tend to focus on students who are in underserved populations. Most of these families live in the hotels and motels along the Colfax corridor.
The artists will spend 6 to 7 weeks with this group of kids, 6 hours a week.
And they get to make work alongside that artist and have an exhibition at the end with that artist.
We don't do art education, we don't do art activities. It's all about the methodology of the creative process. Scientists use it, mathematicians use it, artists use it.
It's really diving into a long-term process versus just making something and then they take it home and hang it on a fridge or something. And so this is giving them a really in-depth look at the creation of art.
Sarah is a mixed media artist whose quirky way of thinking kind of connects to some inner fears and anxieties that we all have as individuals.
I don't see people being vulnerable enough with each other, I think. And I think if we can get into that space where we can be more vulnerable, then it opens us up to more possibilities of being able to interact with each other and accept one another.
Sarah and I sat down before the workshop started and I was just asking her, what do you want the youth to get out of this?
The prompt that we gave them was initially to embrace their inner weirdness and to visually express that via making a creature. That would be sort of the manifestation of their inner weirdness. I feel like they're also sort of just letting their creativity fly. It seems to be sort of no holds bar, make it whatever you want to make it. It doesn't have to look like anything.
She's used to working with older kids, so this was a very new experience to her, but she was very excited.
Working with the kids has actually put me in more of a childlike space. I feel freer. I feel more playful, which was already in the work, but I think that working with them has increased it. I feel free to express my love of polka dots within this work. In this particular exhibition for Platte Forum, I'm using things like a box spring that's been stripped down from a bed, linens that have been torn apart and repurposed. I specifically chose this fur because it reminded me of my own pets, and I wanted that familiar, comfy, warm, cozy feeling to happen with that. I always go back to materials that are from the home or from the hardware store, either one. I want the materials to be familiar. A lot of it for me is about creating that space of shared experience, so the more familiar items and materials that I can put into it to bring viewers together as a group, the better for me.
As they start to work with the artists, they start to belong. And they belong in a way that's outside of their home or their school where they belong.
They get to see that evolution, that art isn't just painting or drawing, that it's a number of different things and it's different ways using different materials. Their mind gets blown because art becomes something different to them.
This is Billy Bob, and I put tie on it, and I also made it have some buck teeth, and he likes to eat cupcakes. I learned how to cut it out and how to use a sewing machine.
The name of my creature is Ike. He really likes to relax, especially on sunny days. Where the mornings, he likes to eat people. And the most important thing is I learned how to sew today.
Art is like a universal language. It allows us to communicate with each other without having to know everything about each other.
The creative process allows you to know who you are and how you fit in and how you're similar and how you're different. And that is really important because then you can accept someone else that's different from you.
I think art is at the root of just about everything, every single innovation within our society, within our culture, within our country. So to take out that creative element, I don't know where we would be without it.
It should be at the very core of our curriculums in schools.
I don't think I could live without art.
Lights, camera.
You can learn more about Platte Forum on the Detroit Performs website. And that wraps it up for this edition of Detroit Performs. As always, for more arts and culture, head to DetroitPerforms.org, where you'll find featured videos, blogs, and information on upcoming arts events. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I have had so much fun learning and making art with my new friends here at Edison Elementary School. Just look at these talented artists. I am 110% impressed. Thank you so much to Art Road for making such a magnificent event for me to come out and volunteer. They're always looking for volunteers, so make sure you come on out and have a great time with Art Road. Until next Tuesday, get out there and show the world how Detroit performs, y'all. I'm DJ Oliver. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.